All right. If you are joining us on part 2, in the midst of recording, we suffered a catastrophic failure. We are unsure what happened, but I believe it had to do with there was too much sexuality coming off of JR with his glasses, crashed the whole system. But we're back. We think we've fixed it. We're not computer guys, so I can't guarantee. Oh, God. I can't do that right now.
I'm not asking you to.
If you throw up on me, I swear to God. What are you doing? Are you doing the vanilla or the fireball? Oh, my God, you're going to hurl. The last time you did this, you took one of these tiny things and couldn't speak the rest of the night.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
When have we ever done a 2-part episode?
Right now?
Salud.
Salud. You know, this reminds me of.
What?
Have you ever watched The Big Bang Theory?
Not really.
Well, in Big Bang Theory, one of the characters can't talk to women unless he's drinking.
What's that have to do with this?
It's kind of like the opposite. You can speak, and then you drink, and then you can't speak.
That's not the opposite.
The reason we were kind of going through the draft order and everything is I found it funny that we're talking about possibly drafting a quarterback in the first round. And right around when we're going to be there, there's a certain quarterback available. I don't know if you caught it before the...
We don't even know where that ended.
I don't know. Yeah, we should have probably went back and checked, to be honest. But anyways, yeah, I mean, we're only 2 minutes in. Technically, we can can this one and go back and watch it, see where it ended, and then restart.
I'm not doing another shot.
We were going through the available quarterbacks in the draft class on where we're at and who in front of us needed a quarterback. It looks like right when we're there, Kyle McCord. Kyle McCord's going to be at the top of Mount Kuiper's best available. And when they go to Pittsburgh Steelers team needs, you know, it's probably going to be number 1 on that board.
A bottle of Jim Beam for me.
A quarterback. Now, I mean, obviously we don't have to take the best available according to experts. I, like you, like Will Howard. I think he's, when you look at what painted the success for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the last 20 years, it's that type of quarterback. Big body, big arm, you know, doesn't necessarily have to be mobile, but he can if he needed to be. I think Will Howard checks more of those boxes than Kyle McCord. Now, Kyle McCord's got a big arm. He threw for a lot of yards in Syracuse, but he also threw a lot of times. And he also threw a lot of picks. So I like that. That's hustle. That guy ran out that ground ball.
Yeah.
But anyways.
It was Adam Frazier.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. When's the draft this year? What did we say it was?
The end of April. I'm so angry right now.
It is what it is, guy. You just got to move forward. We're going to have to do a 2-part episode. Listen, we're not promising that this episode's going to be an hour and a half. I know part 1's about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But if I start seeing that I pointed out to you, we're just going to have to, call it because I don't want to do like a 7-part episode where we get in here, record for 20, 30 minutes and air kicks up and we're...
You know, if we dumb it down enough and just do a bunch of shorts, maybe we'll have 8 million viewers.
You know what, though? If we knew how to edit, we could splice it all together.
Ooh, I could probably do that. I have a program. But I'm not saying I'm...
Dude, like... Drink another.
It's vanilla. I can't do it.
Fire and vanilla mix. What's wrong with that? It's like putting Tabasco sauce on ice cream.
Nobody does that.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I did try one thing. I did try this. There is a hot sauce out there you can order off of the Amazons or wherever. I believe it's been a while since I did this, but I believe it's called Poor Man's Lunacy.
Okay.
They have a blueberry hot sauce. I saw it online.
I could get behind that.
Guy put it on vanilla ice cream.
Yeah. Threw up.
It's fantastic. It is fantastic.
You don't know that.
I said I tried it.
Oh, you tried it yourself?
It's just like a year ago.
Oh.
In fact, I don't know if the hot sauce is still around, but if it is, you should try it.
Put that on wings.
Poor Man's Lunacy. The blueberry is fantastic.
There's some places out there that have peanut butter and jelly wings. Like, I think Basil's does, but like I'm intrigued because I love PB&J.
But when's their wing night?
What?
When is their wing?
Basil's? I have no idea.
Well, I do have vacation coming up in May, and I like me a good wing night.
When's your vacation in May? Beginning?
No.
Oh, mine is.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, if there's a Thursday wing day,
Oh, yeah.
I can't go to it normally
Right.
but you could.
Maybe.
So, like, if I'm on vacation on a Thursday,
Yeah.
it'd be easier for you to just say, hey, listen, I really would like to go to this fabulous swing night with my co-host. You know what? I don't know when
I'd like to go to this fabulous wing place.
The 21st
with my co-host.
through the 24th.
While we make 2-part videos to up the views.
What if we did one
It was a
from
shtick.
Basil's?
No, we can't. Who wants 2 guys that have a podcast that nobody listens to come have a podcast there?
People who are a fan of the video 2 Guys, 1 Podcast?
2 videos, 1 guys? What did you say?
Here we go.
No.
So it'd be good.
You said that weird.
I said people who are fans of the 2 video 1 podcast.
That's 2 guys, 1
2
podcast.
guys, 1.
I told you said that weird. Did you happen to listen to my brother's show that we just did the other
No,
day?
I did not.
He told a story about you.
Yeah, what was the story? Was it a good story?
It was about the time you killed It's about the time you killed a man.
Why would you?
What's your turd? Yeah, I don't know.
What is wrong?
Just telling you, there was a Nick Tuttle and the turd that killed a man. You'll have to go back and...
I'm not going to listen to it because that's a fabricated story.
Oh, well, I have a real story about you and your Guinness Book of World Record.
What are you talking about?
The Legend of Nick Tuttle.
Did you AI
No.
a story?
This is 100% factual information.
Go ahead, read the Legend of Nick Tuttle. Let's hear it. Let's see how factual this really is, considering Nick Tuttle's
Well,
sitting next to you.
I've heard stories of you sitting on things.
That came out 100% wrong.
Well, once I read this, you'll understand what I meant. All right, folks, buckle up, because today I bring you the story of a man who's truly built different. A man whose sheer gravitational pull has scientists baffled.
That's a knock on my weight?
A man named Nick Tuttle.
What the fuck? What an asshole.
Who holds the world record for the largest testicles. And get this, he uses them as a seat.
Well, what?
A seat. Yes, you heard right. See? While the rest of us are out spending hundreds of
Ergonomic?
On ergonomic office chairs like the one you're sitting in, Nick just plops right... Wait, no, he's not sitting in that. Nick just plops right down on his own personal beanbag duo and calls it a day. He's living in 3025 while we're stuck in 2025. Now, doctors say his condition is a medical marvel, but Nick sees it as a blessing. He never has to fight for a seat on the bus. Baseball games, no problem. Yeah, he's got him built-in bleachers. Rumor has it, he once survived a fall from a second-story balcony because they acted like an airbag. But the real kicker, he's made a fortune on OnlyFans. Apparently, there's a whole market for a man who can literally do cannonballs without jumping. Nick Tuttle, ladies and gentlemen, a man who took sitting on a gold mine to a whole new level. That feels good.
All right.
Considering what has transpired, that felt great.
Folks, I want you to just look at me.
Yeah.
What you've seen here is a PSA. It's a reminder to all you children out there. Don't do crack.
I don't do crack.
Did you AI that?
I did.
You're okay.
Yeah.
I'll have a JR one for you next week.
I look forward to it.
Can't
Hopefully
wait.
the video doesn't cut out.
Well, maybe I told you there's those glasses.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that thing at the bottom of the screen, so
Maybe we're okay.
maybe we're fine. Maybe whatever happened, I don't know. I do notice that that's not highlighted anymore. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
But we'll see. Yeah, it's okay. We did a 2-parter. We ran into some difficulty.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Just upping the views.
That's it.
Now I'm gonna make
Clickbait.
I have to make 2 thumbnails.
Thumbnails. I'm going to make 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to add part 1 and part 2 to the thumbnail.
2 guys, 1 podcast, part 2. I wonder what part 2 would be to that video.
At this point, it's 2 guys, 2 podcasts episodes.
Well, it's just, episodes, but
Now I have to do double the work when I upload.
like I'm talking about the original video.
Well, we never called it that. You just brought it up, and you were like, if you get the
JR,
reference,
stop.
What?
I'm talking about the actual video.
I don't want to talk about the actual video.
But if there was ever a sequel to it,
There shouldn't be.
do you think that was staged?
No. I hope those girls got paid a lot of money because, I mean, I don't want to talk about it, but if you've seen it and didn't throw up, or if you're like me and made it like 10 seconds in and left, good on you. Did you watch the whole thing?
I've seen it.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
I quit 10 seconds in, brother.
Sometimes people laugh and joke and think things are funny that other people think are disgusting, and you're forced to partake in said things.
Was it you and Jesse sitting around?
Oh, God, I don't know. It was 20 years ago.
Probably longer than that, fella. Well,
yeah.
that's probably about right.
No,
05 would have been 20 years ago. Yeah, it's probably longer.
I don't know. You hear it, you're like, what the hell is it? What is everybody talking about this for?
Yeah.
And then you like go out and mistakenly Google it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I haven't ate a ice cream sundae since.
I mean, I haven't let that stand in the way of my fatness. But anyways, yeah, you totally went off rail with your AI story.
Or was it?
We were talking about Kyle McCord to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, that was more intriguing.
Listen, would you hate that?
Yes.
Would you hate Will Howard?
No. The thing I would hate about Kyle McCord is we seen what the weapons he had in college with Ohio State, and he didn't do enough.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, Will Howard had weapons, but not to the full extent that Kyle McCord did. Now, Kyle McCord went to Syracuse and balled out, right?
Well,
Some say out there that he had better statistics and he is better and blah, blah, blah.
Since you like AI so much, do me a favor. Why don't you pull up Ben's, like, how tall was he?
Who?
Big Ben.
He's like 6'4".
What was his weight?
I don't need AI for that.
Well, I'm just saying, we talked about somebody fitting that mold to be successful in Pittsburgh. Will Howard is 6'4", 236.
Big Ben is he's a guy. He's 6'5", 240.
I mean, 6'4", 236, 6'5", 240.
Who? Cal McCord.
No. Will Howard is
Yeah.
6'4", 236. Cal McCord is 6'3", 218.
Yeah.
So, but again, I think you need a big body guy because we're always suspect on the offensive line. And for the longest time, we thought maybe that was because Ben held on to the ball for so long.
Right.
Then Ben left, and we realized it wasn't because Ben held on to the ball so long.
Jerry Bradshaw was 6'3", 215.
Yeah, I don't know. Draft day is gonna be interesting. If we don't sign Russ, I definitely see us going QB round 1.
When is the draft? I might be off the first day of the draft. It's a Thursday. It starts on.
Yeah, it starts on a Thursday. Is it the week of Mania? It's the week after Mania. Because I have the 19th off, which is not round 1.
24th through the 26th.
Yeah, the week after Mania.
I'm off the 24th.
Thursday night, though, I do have. I'm getting a little tickle.
Yeah, I'm off 24th, so I have a doctor's appointment that day.
You did that on purpose.
No, actually, I didn't, but cool. I get to watch round 1.
Maybe I do too.
Well, maybe you do.
Yes, tickle me by then.
Sometimes I'm on a podcast on Thursday or Friday.
Well, maybe not that week.
Screw you, Spiggity Show.
I mean, I think we pretty much ran the Steelers into the ground here.
Yeah, I'm off it. Yep.
You got something else, Pittsburgh? Well, I mean, it's more or less. It's not Pittsburgh. It's more NHL. Our tracker.
Yeah.
2 records of the GOAT are about to fall.
Real quick, since we're on NHL, the Penguins, seemingly sellers at the trade deadline, now find themselves, now 6 points out of the wild card.
4.
Last night it was 4. Now it's 6
Okay.
because the Rangers beat the Blue Jackets yesterday. But Jari's 4-0 this run. The Penguins are 4-0. Are we excited? Do we think something is magical is going to happen? Crosby's on a tear. Rax is on a tear. Jari's on a tear. These guys they brought in ever scoring goals.
Well, a lot of it has to do with what I feel is you got a lot of fresh legs now. We were sellers we were sellers at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
I didn't see us turning this around. Now you got guys coming in a fresh situation.
I mean, there's a ton of games in hand these teams
Yeah.
in front of us have, but we are like,
Well, again,
we could get there.
You're coming into a team that looks like they're on the outside looking in.
Right.
So, I mean, you're not just going to come out and just skate. I mean,
Right.
you're going to come out firing at the net. You're going to be playing.
Right.
I mean, because there's what's there to lose? Nothing.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Because you're out of it.
Right.
Well, now they're coming out firing at net, putting goals on the board.
Yeah.
I mean, all these other guys are freeing up Crosby. I mean, Christ, you 5 goals in 3 games?
Yeah, something like that.
And I don't necessarily think Jari being 4-0 has anything more to do with the fact that we are simply Crosby scoring goals.
No. Jari, one of the games. What the hell? Why are you shushing me? There was a game in the third period. He got outshot 20-4. Jari stood on his head. We won the game in overtime with a blast from Carlson.
Did we get rid of him?
No.
He's still America.
No. I'm just saying, like, there's a wee bit of resurgence in Pittsburgh. Now, they make the playoffs, probably bow out in the first round, but still.
All right, well.
It's nice to see these pieces they brought in.
You don't like to stick to the script and the notes, so here, let me go through the notes. Sid and Ovi is what we were originally talking about, tracking the records.
Yeah.
Sid needs 7 points in 13 games.
Sorry.
Sid needs 7 points in 13 games. And then under the tracker, I wrote, he's gotten the Pens to within 4 games of the playoff, which we now know is 6 because of what happened.
Well, 6 now.
Yes. Can they compete and make a run at a cup if they make it? Was my next note.
I didn't know.
I mean, it's.
No, they can't. They're not going to compete. But
will they surprise you?
It's not. Well, I mean, they would surprise me if they made the playoffs at this point. But it's nice to see these pieces that they brought in are contributing and the team's somewhat gelling together in a way. But this offseason is the key to, if you want to try to win 1, maybe 2, but at least 1 more cup with this core.
And I think that's what been the problem with Pittsburgh is that we have our core and it's been there for a while, but we've always tried to add that next big name, like Hossa. Remember when we signed Hossa?
Yeah.
I mean, we got there, but we didn't win the cup.
No.
And then we got rid of Hossa.
And then won the cup next year.
Got there, played against Hossa.
Yeah.
And won the cup.
Right.
I don't think they need another big name. Like, I didn't think they needed Carlson. I mean, obviously a guy like that's going to help your team, obviously, but it's never been about adding a 4th person. It's been about bringing in a supporting cast to your current trio. Part of that supporting cast is a goalie, which I'm still not sold on Jari. But you want to make a run at another cup, you're going to need a better goalie.
Right.
So you don't think if they make it, they may get through the first round, second round?
I mean,
playing like we're playing now.
I mean, they could win the first round, but you have to see what the matchup would be. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Right now they're hot. And teams that get hot at the right time, they can run it all the way to the cup.
They make some noise.
Yeah.
They make some noise, huh?
That's a bold statement, but I mean, right now it's fun to watch them.
I mean, we've watched the Pirates get hot. They make a little noise.
It's fun to watch the Penguins doing what they're doing right now. So anyways, for the Gretzky chase, we have 2 individuals out there.
Crosby, 7 in 13 games. Ovi, now Crosby's going for the points per game.
Right.
That's just.
It'd be 20 years.
So that 7 points doesn't need to be goals.
Nope. 7 points in the last 13 games he needs for a point per game for 20 seasons.
That is just insane to me.
Yeah.
Now Ovi is going for the all-time goals lead. So he needs 8 goals to break it. 7 to tie. They have 15 games left. I
think these are both touchable at this point.
Right now, yes.
Yeah.
But here's what I can see happening.
Did you see that Ovechkin had wide open, empty net?
And he passed it.
And he passed the puck.
And let me tell you, he's going to fall short of 1 goal.
Wouldn't that be something? Just so the other guy could get his first ever hat trick.
I mean, listen.
Good on him for doing that.
Ovechkin, I wouldn't say I'm not really a fan of him because of the whole Ovechkin-Crosby debate. We're on one side of it.
Yeah.
But from what you hear around the league, Ovi's a good teammate. I mean, he's not a bad dude. Like, he's not somebody everybody thinks is an asshole.
Right.
Like, his reputation, he has a good reputation. So I don't think what he did was anything outside of his basic character. But I do think it's going to hurt him. And I think he's going to finish short of the record.
That'd be something, wouldn't it?
And if that happens, Well, listen, we've already talked about. He's not retiring at the end of the year.
No.
So what happens this year? This chase for it had just happened in game 1 next season.
Possibly, yeah.
He's not going anywhere. Ovi's got a couple more years left in him. Probably 7,000 more shots. Is this the 11-1 game?
No, this is today.
This is today. Okay. I
Yeah.
couldn't see if there was re-air.
No, this is recorded. This was today.
I
But the Buccos won.
mean, do you want to talk Buccos? Do we
Huh.
want to get into that?
Well, the only thing I want to talk about with the Buccos is that Paul Skeens was named the opening day starter.
Yes, I saw that.
Now,
Listen, I
whether
said he
that-
should have started opening day last year.
I don't know if that'll contribute to opening home game starter because it's kind of close with the rotation if he does. But for all intents and purposes, the very first game of the year, Paul Skeens is on the mound.
He's starting the home opener. He's going to start the home opener.
Against the Yanks, which we're watching right now.
I mean, come on. There's no way you're not putting him on the mound for your home opener.
I'm with you.
Can I throw this at the thing like you threw?
No.
Okay. Can I have my other one?
Yeah.
Uh,
Noah's getting to go to the game against the Guardians on April 19th. It's Paul Skeens bobblehead night.
oh,
Yeah.
are you going to that?
No. That's right after inventory, and I won't be able to get that off.
I got it off
You're off the 19th?
for first night of.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even looked to see what he gave me. But Noah's going to.
Well, listen, it doesn't matter what you work. You're going to get to watch it anyways.
Well, eventually, yeah. On record. Wait till like 1 a.m.
So if I wasn't prepping for a Pirates,
I didn't either.
Segment.
I just wanted to share that Paul Skeens.
you know what I would really like to know? And maybe Hainsey can cover this on his podcast because he likes to watch ours, and we weren't prepped for a Pirates segment. I would love to know what the Pirates' batting average is for the spring as a team.
In totality.
Yeah, because the one thing I've always said about the Pirates is we've had a lot of seasons where, obviously we finished below 500, but we're right on that threshold, like close to 500. There's been quite a few seasons now we've been close to making the playoffs. We made one with Kutch and Russell Moore. We talked about it, the wild card game. But the one thing I've always said about Pittsburgh is, you'll never see a big power bat, somebody that's going to hit 50, 60 a year. But we've always been able to put runs on the board because we can get hits, base hits. I just seeing these guys already, like this spring, it's reminding me of that all over again, where we're going to like base hit teams to death. We're going to get a lot of base runners. And we're going to put up runs. Not necessarily. I mean, we're going to probably leave a lot on base.
What do you think it is?
I bet you right now for the team as a whole, probably 275,
Nope.
300,
Nope.
less.
Yep.
Wow, 250.
214.
I mean,
according to AI, but it's 214.
the games I've watched, every time I turn it on, we got 2-3 guys on base.
This is as of today, 214.
That must be somebody having a really bad season bringing it down.
No, I don't. Not Jack Sawinski. There wasn't a lot of big names that played in this game today.
Well, no, but you already got Palacios on, Trujillo. Who's up now? I don't know who's up now.
It's Cook. He struck out with the bases loaded.
That dude pitched him inside all 3. Why would you swing at that?
I thought he could hit it. I don't know.
Any Hoozle.
Any Hoozle.
Got anything more AI? Hey, didn't you tell me that you had something you wanted to cover?
I have useless information.
Well, you said you have a bunch of stuff. You've never really tapped into any.
I did. I talked about your balls.
Oh, so you're saying I have some stuff. It had nothing to do with any statistical or
No,
anything.
well, I already talked about
regarding-
the Mason Rudolph versus Fields. You didn't really want to hear what I had, but
Well, because you're leaving out part of Fields' stats that would greatly sway that argument.
okay. I have useless information. I have some conspiracy theory stuff.
Listen, we need to pause.
Oh, we're gonna pause.
Yeah, well, we need to. I need to. And we're back. That was a much needed pause. But I don't know about you, but I think we need to wrap this up. I'm nervous.
Okay.
I feel like with the technical issues from the first 40-minute segment, we had to change some settings around, and I'm hoping this doesn't end up affecting the quality of the upload. So we're going to do a shortened episode this week until we can get this figured out, just so we make sure this doesn't crash again. Then we got to upload a third one and then possibly crash again if we try to go to full 2 hours. And you get a broken up 4-video, 1 episode. We don't want to do that. Plus, I think we need to try to splice these together, and that's going to take time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it would be fair to say a little over an hour this week is where we're going to end, depending on how the rest of this night goes. It may be 1 upload. It may be 2. We don't know. We're going to try. We're going to try our hand at editing. We're going to see how this works out. Yeah. But I mean, we'll be back next week. Oh, well, wait.
Maybe.
There is a week we're not going to be back.
No. I tried to explain to you. I'll be back on Sunday from that vacation.
Okay, we'll see.
What do you mean we'll see? I'm back. I'm not back to work until Wednesday.
So what happens if you get down there and the tournament happens?
Yeah.
And the tournament's over. And the wife looks at you and says, "Why don't we stay an extra day?"
She can't. She has to go back to work on Monday.
Okay.
So
you'll be back. We'll be back. I guess
that's not until July. July.
Guess it's up to me to break the streak again in June.
Yeah. I've only broke the streak once in my whole life. Once.
How many times did I? 2?
I don't know.
A
few.
We've done a lot.
Yeah.
We
don't count episodes or
no,
seasons
not anymore. No,
anymore.
That's a thing of the past.
Yep.
I feel like we are getting to be a little like Dawson's Creek.
I don't want to wait. What's that have to do with Dawson's Creek?
It might not even be Dawson's Creek I'm thinking of, but there's one of those older rom-com type feel-good sitcoms. Like their first season was like 80 episodes. It was weird.
I'm usually over here.
Yeah, I'm usually over here.
This is my Hainsey look.
That's your Hainsey? Oh, yeah.
No hat. Sans hat.
I bet you with the glare from the thing, if I took mine off, but you'd still see the gray hair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to end this and we're going to try our hand at editing to fix this episode. I know it kind of sucked, but you got to roll with it. So
I have so many things I wanted to talk about.
Well, let's get into them.
You just said you wanted to end.
I'm not seeing the thing at the bottom of the screen anymore. I think we're okay.
Yeah.
But I wanted to try and make this one video. And we don't know how to edit. So
we brought back the top 5 last week.
Yes.
Unbeknownst to me.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fun. Oh. You got one?
No, I don't have a top 5.
I do.
Go ahead and get it out of your system.
No, go ahead. We'll end with the top 5. Okay. I'm excited now. Rejuvenated.
Oh. What? I got things happening.
Things are happening.
Oh, man. All right. Remember useless information and me.
Yes. With me.
So you shared something with me the other day.
Yeah.
So I think
Did you wait a minute.
What? What? Did I what?
This is not going to look good for us. So,
I went to AI with what you shared with me.
Hold on. Before you get into this, is this what I think it is?
It's the video with the guy talking about things with the something that's national marvel, and is that what you're thinking?
You're gonna read this, and people are gonna be like, "This is the type of shit they send one another."
Well, it's whatever. But I went to AI with it just for a little more insight. Okay.
Yeah.
So today, I have a question you didn't know you needed answered.
Wait a minute.
What?
Did you have AI write a presentation for this?
Yeah, I did. Me and AI are buddies. Yeah. AI. I named her. Her name's I don't even know.
Are you giving a TED talk?
Anyways.
Okay.
So here's some information you didn't know you needed answered, right? A question you didn't know you needed answered. How long would it take for every human on Earth to fill the Grand Canyon with urine? Yeah, I know. But stick with me. First off, I'm going to put some math on y'all. The Grand Canyon is 4.17 trillion cubic meters big. That's pretty large, right?
Yeah.
Massive, if you will. Now, the average human pees about 1.5 liters a day. That's 12 million cubic meters of pee daily if all 8 billion of us pitch in. Okay? So, how long would it take to fill the Grand Canyon with piss from all 8 billion people in the world? About 952 years. Okay? So nearly a millennium of coordinated peeing.
Dedicated, coordinated.
What did I say?
Dedicated.
Nearly a millennium of dedicated, coordinated peeing. That means if humanity had started this bizarre experiment in the year 1073, we'd still have a couple decades to go. And that, my friends, is the kind of knowledge you'll never need, but now you can't forget. You're welcome.
I love how AI ended it on a catchphrase.
Yeah, I know. It's catchy. I have one more.
Oh, okay.
All right. I have one more weird one for you. Did you know that wombat poop?
Oh, my God.
Well, I went one round. I was going another, right? Number one, number two, right? Wombat poop is cubed shaped. It's square. Cubed. Yeah, you heard that right. Unlike any other animal on the planet, wombats literally poop little cubes. Now, why does this happen? Scientists have studied it and found that a wombat's intestines stretch in an uneven way, which slowly molds their waste into cubes. And no, it's just not a random quirk. These little cubes actually help wombats mark their territory without the poop rolling away. Yep. Nature gave them built-in sticky notes made of poop. So next time you think the world is boring, just remember, somewhere in Australia, a wombat is dropping perfectly cube-shaped turds.
Okay, I have a question.
You're welcome.
How long will it be before we take those cubes and use them as building blocks?
They're probably like super tiny, my man.
What is what? Did you just ask AI?
I asked it to give me a weird fact, and that's what it gave me.
Wombat poop.
That's what it gave me. I mean, I don't know. It was fitting though after the urine thing with the Grand Canyon. But now we all know. We know about cube-shaped poop with the wombat. We know how long it takes to fill the Grand Canyon with urine from 8 billion people. 952 years. Almost a millennium. You're welcome. And you have a top 5, right?
I mean, I have a couple that I thought we could do.
No, we can do one. Then we have to figure out this editing thing.
Well, we've got on the.
I feel better now. I feel like we were ending on a somber note, and now we've
literally a solid.
Yeah, now we've solid now. Yeah.
We've got into the discussion about home run hitters, the steroid era.
Okay.
Blah blah blah.
Okay.
So, I thought we could do a top 5 about our favorite power hitters of all time. Now, people we saw.
Okay.
I don't think it's fair to say Babe Ruth. I never watched Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth?
Seen videos of him, but that's it.
Yeah. Very little.
Yeah, very little.
Yeah.
We did top 5 favorite dunkers for basketball.
Yeah.
So let's do top 5 favorite power hitters in Major League Baseball.
Okay.
Now, I feel like I've really put you on a spot last week, so I'll offer you a gratuitous pause so you can get your list together.
No, we're not pausing.
No pause? Raw dogging it?
Yeah, yeah.
So every time's like your first time. I don't know why you want
to keep using this term. I mean...
Yeah, go for a fresh pair.
Oh, fresh pair.
Fresh pair for the top 5. Let's give the people what they want.
All right. Oh, it's even worse. Bald. Take me to your leader.
Okay.
Oh, man. I think aliens would drink Icy Light. I think they would. What are you doing?
I'm just going to write them down.
You're going to write them down.
So I'll let you start.
Top 5.
Top 5 favorite power hitters in Major League Baseball.
Oh, right. Number 5 for me would be man. Albert Pujols. What are you writing?
I'm just well, I was writing down yours and mine.
No. I'm going to go with Albert Pujols.
Albert Pujols, I mean, you can't go wrong with Pujols.
No.
Mine, well, here's a good thing about this list is there's not very many pirate power hitters. Right? So,
no.
mine's going to be Albert Bell.
Formerly Joey Bell. If you ever pull his rookie card, it says
Joey
Bell.
That time with the Indians with Kenny Lofton and Omar Vizquel and Manny Ramirez.
Omar in the minor leagues. Ramirez. Seen him play.
Did you?
Yeah. Canton Indians.
Or Omar Vizquel.
No, Omar Ramirez.
Omar Vizquel.
Manny Ramirez. Used to
anyways. Okay, well, mine's a Cleveland Indian. Albert Bell.
Okay. God. So we're at number 4 now. My number 4 would be Aaron Judge. I'll go with Aaron Judge.
A newbie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll throw a new guy in there.
I may have one.
Okay.
I may have one.
Joey
I
Ohtani.
I don't think so, but all right. So you got Pujols and Judge. My next one I've already mentioned is Manny Ramirez.
Can you imagine if people fast forward through our show and then they got to this? And they were like, what?
Looks like you got some like weird skiing goggles on.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Manny Ramirez
Okay.
did a little stint with Cleveland, went to Boston.
Boston.
My
My number 3 would be Sammy, don't call me White Sosa.
Yeah, dude's he's falling off the wagon after retirement.
That's what's going on with him, man.
What the hell's going on?
You don't look at
I
him
mean,
like
he's
you see.
claiming vitiligo, so he had his skin bleached.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not, but
Yeah.
my next you could argue might not be one of the best power hitters,
Okay.
but he's one of my favorite players, and he was a power hitter at one point.
I really feel like I should have left Sammy Sosa off.
Yeah, why?
I just
Because
thought of it.
you have 3 people now, and you only got 2 spots left.
Yeah.
Maybe there's room for an honorable mention.
Well, I would move Sammy Sosa to that honorable mention now. That I think
But he's
about
at number 3.
it. Then I would move Pujols to that.
Well, he's at number 5.
I'm going to do that. I'm going
Well, you just wait until it's your turn.
to.
Like I said,
Go ahead.
this guy might not be on everybody's list of top power hitters, but to me he is because he was one of my favorite players at the time. We're going Jason Bay.
Okay. So I'm going to slide Pujols down to honorable mention. And then what did I say?
Judge to 5,
Judge.
Sosa to 4.
So I'm going to have to go 3 and 2 here, right? My number 3 would be Mark McGwire. And my number 2 would be Ken Griffey Jr. Okay, I feel better now.
My number 2 is Mark McGwire.
Cool.
And I think we both know where our number 1 is.
My number 1 is Barry
Yeah.
Bonds.
Uh,
I forgot about Ken Griffey Jr., and I wanted to add him.
Yeah, I love Griffey. Grew up watching him. He's one of my favorite players too. Man, he's, if you watch his swing still, he still has probably the sweetest swing in
It's sweet. Yeah.
I mean, but I left him off my list. I kind of went with some of my favorite guys.
Well, I mean,
Maybe not everybody agrees with my power hitters, but I went who I liked.
yeah.
McGwire, obviously, credit with saving baseball, him and Sosa.
Oh, summer of '98. Yeah, man.
I mean, when you talk about a league being down on viewership and attendance, and then for something like that to happen.
It's just Murray
I
barking.
know. Something like that to happen, bring everybody back. And then it really soured me on baseball that they threw those dudes under the bus.
No, they made all that money off of juice ball, and then they were like,
Yeah.
we didn't have anything to do with it.
And then obviously the greatest power hitter of all time, Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Listen, juice me up all you want.
Yeah.
There's more talent. Yes, does the power help you hit more home runs? Sure it does.
Yeah.
The steroids. But there's more that goes into a baseball swing than just going up there and swinging as hard as you can. So, to me, he will always be the greatest home run hitter of all time. I don't care if somebody else breaks, it doesn't matter.
And at 62 years old, he says he can still hit
Hit
a
100
mile an hour fastball.
Jinx, you owe me a beer.
He said all he does is change the object of a catcher's mitt catching the ball to a bat hitting the ball.
Which, I mean, that's a pretty simplistic take.
The guy can hit, so I mean, he's got it down.
Is it really that easy?
Well, for him it is.
Well, we'll end it on that note. We'll get to editing, and hopefully next week we don't have these issues. We know now that if it pops up,
I never seen that before.
well,
Well,
maybe we won't see it
obviously,
again.
because we never had this happen before on this show or my brother's.
But in good news, we are going to try our hand at editing, which means if it happens again, we could just
Yeah, just roll
like
with
you
it.
would never know.
Yeah, and we wouldn't talk about it endlessly, and
No.
I wouldn't get all pissed off and take a shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I will say that your speech did not falter as much as I thought it was going to.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
But as always, thank you guys for joining us. We love you.
Peace.